In this lecture, we are going to be talking about some training techniques for you to improve your tolerance levels. Sometimes we have high tolerance levels to certain events that can trigger thoughts and emotions, and of course behaviors. Sometimes we can have low tolerance towards them. So what makes the difference? First off, we're going to talk about a questioning system for tolerance enhancement. High tolerance gives us the ability to cope with obstacles, setbacks, and handful stressful events effectively. Low tolerance can cause certain feelings of dissatisfaction and anxiety or annoyance based on a specific problem that has occurred. And the first question is, when something happens, what is your tolerance level? If you find that you usually have high tolerance levels to such events, to similar events that occurred, what happened that made this tolerance low? And retrospectively, if you usually have low tolerance to such events, what happened that improved your tolerance levels? So let's focus on four main ideas: retrospection, outlook, causation, and solution. When it comes to retrospection, you need to reflect upon how you feel physically and mentally. Ask yourself, how do I feel? What is the intensity of negative thoughts, feelings, and emotions you're experiencing? What is the intensity of the negative physical reaction you're also experiencing? Usually, when the negative effects are high, that can reflect upon low tolerance. And when the effects are low, this can reflect upon high tolerance. This is you, first off, analyzing your level of tolerance to see how much effort you should put into improving this tolerance level. We're talking about tolerance towards stressful events, towards anxiety, towards depression, towards any single thing that is affecting you in a negative way, and you wanting to use rational emotive behavior therapy to improve the tolerance levels. Now, first off, to start improving our tolerance level, we need to check for the outlook factor. Can this situation be interpreted differently? And once you can interpret the situation differently, automatically you will adjust and enhance your tolerance. Once you adapt a different mentality and a different outlook towards certain problems, you will automatically build the coping mechanisms and tolerance towards similar situations. But going even deeper into the causation, what is the root of this intolerance? What is it? What is it that affected your tolerance levels in such a way? Whether you have high tolerance that you can use to your advantage in other situations, or you have low tolerance that you need to work on and improve. What is the root of the different tolerance levels you're experiencing? If it's confidence that gave you high tolerance, then improve your confidence even more to boost your tolerance level. If self-esteem caused low tolerance levels, then automatically you need to rationally work on your self-esteem levels. By improving your self-esteem, you'll be working on the root of this intolerance, and by default, you will start to improve your tolerance levels just by improving your self-esteem. When we rationally think about this intolerance and we discover the root of the problem, then logically, if we work on the root of the problem, we will be solving the problem itself. But for us to solve the problem and for us to reinforce our tolerance levels, we need to ask ourselves, how can I solve this situation? How can I improve my self-esteem? Whether you know it or not, we talked about how knowledge is so important when it comes to rational, reasonable, and logical thinking. If you have no idea how to improve your self-esteem, go look out for resources. Go read a book about it. Go read an article. Watch videos. And rationally analyze what you think can help you improve your self-esteem. When you rationally and reasonably work on solving the root of the problem based on a solution-based plan, you will automatically be improving your tolerance levels.